Hey, Radical listeners, thanks for tuning into another episode of the Radical RMT podcast. I'm going to talk today with Mark Liskey, who has been on the podcast before. He is the pain-free massage therapist, the author of the pain-free massage therapist. He is the founder of Make the Most of Massage. And a few months ago, he had the brilliant idea to hook me into a new project that we call Take Care of You School. And this is all about massage therapists learning to take care of themselves. And Mark, why don't you explain how we decided to run this virtual event, and how why you, why me? How did it all come together?
Well, I think a big part of it was we were both we learned stuff late in life, and we're still learning, right? But we saw the people, and through your podcast, through my blog, we heard massage therapists in pain, right? Whether it was too many, not being able to manage their schedule load, being in physical pain, trying to manage kids with work. Clients that were just taking too much from them. And it's not, between us, what do we have, like over 40 years combined experience, something like that, right?
Yeah.
So it's a lot. We heard a lot, and we've experienced a lot. And so it just made sense. Like, well, why aren't we taking care of ourselves? And the reason is, I think it's because we never really thought about it. There's never a plan. We just sort of react. And all of a sudden we have, this going on, and the job all of a becomes something we're not liking as much anymore. It's not as fulfilling, or life is out of balance. And it just became important that we address this, and we just didn't see anything else out there that was really meeting those needs. And that's why we started talking, and we're like, hey, let's meet those needs. Let's find those people that can help us, and to have some kind of balance, some kind of well-being for a massage therapist.
Yeah. On my side, that we meet massage therapists all the time who are not taking care of their own bodies, who don't even get massages, maybe once in a while, but not on a regular basis, the way that we're talking to our clients about coming in on like regularly. And that just blows my mind, how we can be practicing, well, we're not practicing what we preach. And we're, massages feel so good. I don't know why anybody doesn't want one. So for me, the priority of I'm really good at taking care of my body. For the most part, I know that that's a huge part of my career. So I do my best to take care of it. I still have aches and pains. And that's why I'm glad that, your courses exist, so that I can learn how to master my body mechanics better, so that I'm massaging deeper without, really driving through into pain points. But for me, physical is fine. I book my appointments in advance. I look forward to them. I show up. But on the other side of it is that I don't really know how to take time off. I'm getting better as I'm getting older in my years of experience as massage, that I don't work in massage as much, but I do like other projects. I'm a Pilates instructor. We obviously are working on this conference together. it's another project, and I like working on this stuff. So it's still not me taking time off, and so
Right.
For me, taking on a self-care conference was also about incorporating, like, how do we work the mindset around, like, the importance of taking time off? How do we schedule time off? One of the biggest excuses is that people say they don't have time for massages or time for self-care. So, I could say I call BS, but I'm also guilty of saying I don't have time. Right. I choose other things.
Right. Well, so the fact that we have this conference, this event coming up, is partially because I think, and I don't want to get too psychological here because I am not a psychologist, but in order for me to get self-care and to understand it, we had to create something that drove us towards it. So part of this is self-survival, or not survival, but it's also, I want the next step. And how do I get the next step? Well, you put yourself in a pressure cooker where you're creating an event about self-care. You know what I mean? So part of this is just like, well, I'm really, taking in this information because, I want to apply it, like you said, in the massage room, I know how to take care of myself. You know how to take care of yourself. And you, especially outside the massage room, physically, Pilates, right? You've got all of that down pat. But there's other things about self-care that I'm a dumpster fire, to be honest, So let's bring it all in. Let's learn this, and let's improve our lives, improve our well-being.
Yeah, we've gone all encompassing. Mark from 2 RMTs and a microphone gave us actually a fun little hashtag. It's like self-care is holistic. And so we've got the physical, we've got the mental, the emotional, and the financial aspects of our career. And I think it really, what the advantage has been of us creating our own event is that we've really pulled in the people that we want to learn from the most. Right. So it does feel like our own little like Coachella for like, right. Our perfect like playlist right. of people. So that's been a lot of fun as well. Did you want to share some of all of the speakers that we have so that listeners can know more about how awesome the event is?
Sure. So I'll hit some, and then if I miss some, you grab them. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So you put me on the spot here.
Yeah.
So,
sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. Right now, we just did an interview with Dr. Robin Gobin. And so she's going to talk about emotional well-being, which is really one of those subjects we don't think about, but our whole lives sort of hinge around that. How we interact with people, how we view our lives, how we feel. And so she really gives us some great tips, explains why emotional well-being is important, and then gives us tips about that and how do we move forward with that. Aubrey Going is going to take us into outside the massage room for recovery. What are the kinds of things you can do for recovery? He's got a college in Ireland, Dublin, and he's been teaching for a long, long time. He's a master teacher. Like when you go to look at his website and hear his information, you understand that this man conveys information very well. And he'll get into even K-taping. So he's got all different strategies, flossing, stripping for self-care for your hands, your arms, shoulders. What else do we got? Why don't you take a couple and I'll come back.
Well, Ken, you can talk about Ken.
Ken Martz. Yeah, Ken Martz is a psychologist, meditation. He's going to teach us the easiest way to meditate. Ken helped me learn how to meditate. Now, I am not a good meditation person. I'm really not, but I do it, and I do it enough that it's helpful. So he's gotten even me to learn how to meditate because he breaks it down in such an easy way that anyone can do it. And I'm really appreciative of that because I never thought I could. The benefits of meditation are they're subtle and they're profound at the same time, because you'll notice little things like, for me, I have that moment where I can actually not react to situation. There's this second where I have a blank mind and I can see myself about what I'm about to do, and I can make a decision about what I want to do. And Rocky, my cat, my wife and I's cat, he's very happy about that because I'm not yelling at him as much, right? Because I catch myself. So the meditation part it goes hand in hand with the the part that Robin's teaching about, which is the well-being part. And Ken, like I said, makes it so easy that anyone can do it, and it can have a profound effect on your life.
Okay. And what about your presentation?
Oh yeah, I'm going to be presenting too.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that. So I'm going to be talking about delivering pressure during massage without hurting yourself. That, to me, once you understand that part about massage, you pretty much got the pain part out. And we're going to talk about how using your body weight to deliver pressure is the optimal way to massage in terms of saving your body, your upper body. And I'm going to show you techniques on saving your hands and some general tips. But what I really want to do is to help you understand your body, what you need, because everybody's different. We have different massage styles, different body types, and we have different injuries and conditions coming into massage. So that makes how you do things a little different than how I'm going to do things. So
Right.
The idea is you take strategies and techniques, put them together, discard the ones that don't work for you, and create your own plan. So we're going to get into that part of creating your own plan for saving your body while you're doing massage, so that you can extend your career, be more durable, and enjoy your work again. If you're in pain, you're not enjoying your work.
Okay. Awesome. I'll carry it from here. So then there's me, who I'll be doing a presentation, a little demonstration on simple Pilates. Simple Pilates exercises that I use, that I give to clients, that are for strength and stability. So they help me feel aligned in my day-to-day life, and then also in my massage practice. Just there are things that I do outside of the massage practice that just help me feel better overall. Pilates has always kind of looked like this impossible type of exercise, where everybody's kind of doing crazy moves and you need super duper core strength. And that's sort of what it's also advertised as at sort of more the public level, that for core strength, get strong abs. It's there. It definitely exists. However, it's way more simple than it looks on that outside surface. So I'm going to break it down, give simple exercises that are just going to feel really, really good. And the best part about Pilates is that things that you learn on the mat, you automatically incorporate. You stand differently. You find yourself just adjusting your body based on what you've learned in a very short amount of time. You breathe differently. It's very, very cool. Then we have Emily McKay, who is the RMT-preneur. She's going to be teaching us about financial self-care. I love the title already. So we wanted to incorporate finances into this conference. Again, it might not be something that seems like it ties in, but it almost is really a foundation for how you want your practice to look, and then how you want your life to look. Because if you don't know, the true what you want your lifestyle to look like, then you don't know how many clients you need. And then, so maybe you are working harder than you need to, or maybe you do need to ramp it up a little bit. So this is just a really nice reminder. She's going to give us a great presentation. We have Dr. Tiffany Ryan, who is one of the co-founders of Yo Massage. I've been following Yo Massage, and I'm so excited to have them as part of this conference. They are all about touch, stretching, breathing, and basically restorative yoga, but done by massage therapists in a group setting. So you get to have 5 bodies treated at once instead of just the one-on-one. And she's going to be giving a stretching routine to us. So you'll be able to experience it yourself, but then you'll be able to learn about their trainings, so that perhaps you want to bring this into your practice as well, so that you're using your time more efficiently, and you're also giving your clients a little bit more than you would if it was just a one-on-one scenario. You're giving them just that little extra bit of sort of remedial exercise that they can participate in. And last but not least, we have Navjeet Kaur Sidhu. She is a yoga instructor and a certified melt instructor as well at level 1. She is going to be giving us a demonstration of melt, which is all about self-release for the body using foam rollers and some balls. She's going to be demonstrating specifically for the feet and the hands. And this is, perfect because we're on our feet and we work with our hands. So she's going to teach us how to, release the fascia in a very, very gentle and effective way. I love melt. I love comparing melt to sort of that traditional foam rolling, that as soon as you hear foam roller, people kind of go
Right.
on the defensive or and they know that it's going to be uncomfortable. Melt is so gentle, yet so effective. And I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't experienced it. So I'm really looking forward to having her demonstrate and for you to learn more about melt, because it is also something that you can share with your clients, make your job a little bit easier as well. What about the raffles that we have going on as well, Mark?
Yeah, so we have a lot of giveaways. So everyone who's buys a ticket is entered into the raffle. So we have over $1,000 worth of self well-being raffles. So we range from massage tools to courses to what else we have in there. We have, I don't know. There's a lot.
Yeah. So they mostly everybody's donated either like a course that they already have, so you can get access to the course. You can get workshops. And then there's all of our like treatment tools that you can access as well. We've got some good raffle prizes that you're automatically entered to win. And then go ahead.
No, I was going to say, and then you also get, you're going to get the delivering deep pressure, how to deliver deep pressure course from me. So that'll be a 3CE NCBTMB for the people in the United States course, and that will be online home study. So you take it at your own pace. You have the lifetime access to that course.
Awesome. Yes. Thanks for that.
Yep.
And then we have exclusive discounts as well from partners outside of this conference. And then some discounts have been given by individuals who are been part of this conference as well. So we're really looking forward to sharing those discounts with the attendees only, of course. So if you are interested, you can see what those discounts would be if you go to our website, which is mtrevolution.com.
Right. And also, if the day of the event is April 9th, but if you can't make that day, it will be recorded. So the presentations will be recorded. So you'll have access to all presentations for a year.
Yes, thank you. That seems to be one of the biggest, but not, it's the biggest excuses. I'm calling it an excuse that people are excited for the event. They're interested. They thank me for inviting them, but I'm busy that day, Krista. So I understand, because it's a Saturday and massage therapists are usually busy on a Saturday, or you've got a life to live. We get it.
Right.
But yes, all of the presentations are recorded. We had to put a date on it, as to when it would be live. But it's all recorded and you can access those recordings for up to a year, which I think is way better than an in-person event. I mean, there are certain things you have to learn in person. As a massage therapist, I do understand that, but I think all of the material that we have today is accessible virtually, and you can watch it over and over and over again. And you can also don't have to choose based on like the timing of who you're going to see. You can access all of the presentations. You're not sacrificing one for the other, which you would have to do if you were in person. But that seems to be one of the biggest reasons why people say they can't come. So please don't let that be your excuse either. If you are interested, there is access for you as well. You talked about the CE, like this, you have a course that has a CE as part of it. But for the most part, like, are these, like, does this conference count towards CEs, CEUs, your, however you define your continuing education, in, as your registration or your license as a massage therapist? The only course that does qualify is one of that Mark is offering. All of the rest, I mean, if you're practicing in Ontario as a registered massage therapist, we have like career span competencies, and those are definitely accessible throughout this conference. But if you're looking for a course with a specific CEU attached to it, this is not going to fulfill those needs, but I promise you it will be much greater for you in a bigger sense. So we understand that that's a thing, but we're trying, we're, sometimes you can't put a CEU to growth and development.
Right. Well, the other thing too is we do have an early bird special going on right now. So if you're, if the decision is made about pricing in terms of CEs, you can do the early bird special to have 25% off the ticket price. So that could help offset that emotional or psychological reaction not to join us. But like Krista said, there's a lot of value in terms of what you're going to be taking away from this course it's going to be lifetime massage therapist value, and beyond massage therapy too.
Yep, absolutely. Well, I think we've covered it. So the date is Saturday, April 9th. The event is Take Care of You School, and it's all about self-care for massage therapists. The overall wellness of massage therapists, the physical, the mental, emotional, and the financial. As I've been sharing the event on social media, I've been posting it in different groups, and I'm part of quite a few massage therapy groups, and some I am more active in than others, I understand. But it's interesting because I've posted in some, and some of them have been pulled down. The ad, like not an ad, like I posted and it's like, well, it's been pulled down. Some of them for valid reasons, because they do have sort of like, they have one day where they allow sort of posts like that to happen. And then another one, I just thought that I would share. The reason that the event was pulled was because it was removed. It's because there's no self-promotion or spam. Fair enough. In this group, we give more than we take, and self-promotion and spam and irrelevant links aren't allowed. And this is, for the massage group. So I kind of was like, really? Like an irrelevant link. And also the phrase, in this group, we give more than we take. I was like, that's exactly why we're doing this conference, because we are always giving more than we take.
Good point.
I was like, I'm not, like, I just it sort of just actually hit more for like why we're doing it, why massage therapists need it. We are a giving profession. We find it difficult to turn that attention on ourselves. So I do hope that you will consider the event. It is the first event, so we can't say like every year it's amazing and you got to get in now because tickets sell out fast. Next year that might be the case. But this is the first event, and we are really just flying by the seat of our pants in a good way. Right. We are learning as we go, and we're having a good time along the way as well.
Right, and I think to make it great is having you here. It's having everyone come.
Yeah.
Because it's the energy, and it's getting it and that information coming in and interacting and understanding all together. The next one will be you can build off this one. You can take this one and build off that. So it's, if you want to start taking care of yourself, here's a start. Here's the time to do it. Not tomorrow, today, now.
Awesome. So check out mtrevolution.com for all the details of the Take Care of You school event that's happening Saturday, April 9th. Have an awesome day.
Take care, everybody.